Greetings, Monarch Nation. This is episode 15 inside the Huddle. My name is Randy Sart.
My name is Tim McLaughlin.
And we're back with another episode here at ODU Studios in the Web Center, coming to you with weekly ODU sports and professional sports. So let's get to it.
Yeah, we're going to start off with football update. Tomorrow is not only a big day for football, but around the campus and this weekend as well. It's the spring game for the football team. At 3 o'clock as the Monarchs conclude their spring practice with a day full of action. And we just have like a few storylines that you guys can probably look for. The return of Jonathan Duhart as he was out all of last season with injury.
Yeah, it was pretty much an injured year for him throughout the year. He pretty much wasn't the same player he was the year before. So
can't even remember what
I don't know what the injury was, but he did just say he was pretty much dinged up throughout the season.
It was devastating because he would have graduated already.
Yeah, so now he has to play another year, but it's fine. He could prove himself again this year, and
he'll probably be the main target.
Of course, because I don't think there's a lot of other receivers and big name guys is not going to be here this year.
Mainly just like Isaiah Harper and a few other guys stepping up, and I guess we'll see if there's anyone out there who will challenge Stephen Williams for the starting spot. More than likely not, but still.
No, I don't think. Is there like rumblings that he might not play? I mean, he's going to be a quarterback competition? No.
I just, because obviously they're going to play all the quarterbacks in the spring game.
Yeah.
So, it'll be interesting to see, who, the best the best one is besides them. But no, he should be the starter.
Okay, cool.
He should be the starter. And
then, he should be the starter,
I guess, we'll have to see who the best redshirt freshmen are who redshirted this past year. Who will make a name for themselves.
Yeah, so it's going to be a lot of showing out to those guys that pretty didn't play last year that's going to be playing this upcoming season. So hopefully those guys can show their talents in the spring game on Saturday, and hopefully all the ODU fans come and support the team.
Yeah, most definitely. Got to come on out and support. Hopefully it should be a successful year next year. There's also the Big Blue 5K, 1K earlier that morning, a free concert by country singer Joe Nichols, and other things as well. So, the baseball team has been struggling recently.
Struggling a lot. I don't know what's going on.
Neither do I. They've already matched their loss, the total from all of last season at 21 losses.
That's 21 losses last year, and they already have it already. The season just started a month ago.
I know. They basically have a third of their games left.
Yeah. So I don't know. This wasn't the year, especially to a lot of the seniors that's on the team right now, like Clover Lamb. I think some other couple players that's really good players that.
I definitely feel bad for them.
Yeah, especially and your senior.
Because I bet everyone was expecting them to have another great year like last year.
Yeah, last year was a great year for them. They was winning a lot of games. I think did they beat UVA last year? Or can you check last year? I forgot they played a good team.
I think that might have been UVA once.
Yeah, I think they did beat a team once. That was pretty much a premier team, and now this year they're not showing it. So
because UVA won the College World Series a couple years ago.
Right.
And fortunately, we got swept for the first time last weekend when we played at Rice.
Yeah, against Rice. I mean, I don't know, man. I don't know what's going on with them.
It was either the Friday or Saturday game was 12-0, and then the game after was 4-3. But anyhow, a sweep is a sweep, and we also took the L on Tuesday when we traveled to Williamsburg to play William Mary for 4-3.
Yeah.
So got to get back on track this weekend as we host UAB, and hopefully we can get our first series win and keep it going. But we'll see.
Yeah, we'll see. Now coming up. Come out to Senior Day for the tennis team. The tennis matches are Sunday at 1 p.m. and for the women is Friday at 4 p.m. Make sure all the ODU fans, all the tennis fans that's around the Norfolk area come and support your tennis team. A lot of seniors that's going to be there going to be playing their last games.
Yeah, most definitely. I think a good portion of both the teams are seniors.
Oh, yeah.
Well, who actually play.
That would really play a lot. Yeah, there's going to be a lot of seniors. So. And
especially come on out next weekend as the ODU women's tennis team hosts the Conference USA tournament.
The conference here, the conference.
The tournament's going to be here at the Folks Stevens place.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, so
best of luck to those men and women. Hopefully they come out with some wins. And
both the teams are in the top 50 nationally. So
so they show they're a good team. So hopefully they can show their talents this upcoming week and hopefully get some wins. Now let's go into some. Now we're done with ODU sports. Let's go into some professional sports. You go ahead and talk about it.
Yeah, so now we're going to talk a little bit about soccer. The UEFA Champions League is going on currently with like the best clubs around Europe, and fortunately for me, FC Barcelona is my favorite team, and I'm glad I didn't watch the game because it wasn't good, but they had a titanic collapse against AS Roma earlier this week when they were up after the first leg 4-1, I think.
Yeah.
4-1, and then ended up losing the second leg 3-0, which made AS Roma move on based on away goals.
That's crazy.
So especially with a team with a Messi on your team, can't afford to have that happen to you. And Real Madrid almost had that happen to them the very next day.
Liverpool, right?
What?
Against Liverpool, you said?
No. Was it against Liverpool?
I think so.
I can't remember who it was against, but they ended up moving on by stoppage time goal by Ronaldo. So
yeah, I'm not into like I watched some UEFA sports, soccer matches. I remember I was leaving class and I was walking up to the web and I can tell it was a lot of like ODU students that really a fan of it because I was like, the web by the Starbucks.
Yeah, they're always by that TV.
Like the TV was packed full of people watching the game. So
yeah, I was there a couple weeks ago watching the game.
Oh, okay, yeah. So yeah, I know a lot of those people just watching. I seen like a lot of people watching it. So it showed that a lot of
some diehard soccer fans out there.
Yeah, it's a lot of diehard soccer fans who were going crazy when all the goals going on. So yeah, Barcelona's a good team. Of course, when you got one of the best players in the world and Messi, and they lose like that in a collapse to AS Roma. I don't even know who's out there who's on AS Roma. That's
neither do I. I think they have like that. They have a few good players.
Yeah.
But,
teams like that is crazy.
Since they're from like Italy, it's not as good of a league as like England and like Spain and stuff like that.
Right.
So, although it's kind of sad and upsetting for some of us, especially the Barcelona fans, and the other leg and whatnot, it's kind of cool to see some other teams move on because usually it's just like Barcelona, Real Madrid, Bayern Munich, Manchester,
pretty much,
and all that. Whereas now in the semifinals, it's going to be Bayern Munich against Real Madrid and Liverpool against AS Roma.
Most definitely, for sure.
So personally, to me, I don't like Bayern or Real Madrid, so I'm rooting for Liverpool and AS Roma. But that's just me.
Got you.
So
yeah, absolutely at this point. So I don't blame you for that. I guess we're done with sports soccer. Now we can talk a little bit about some MLB. It was a big brawl against the Red Sox versus the Yankees. I think that was crazy to see. And I was looking at it.
It was only the second game of the rivalry this season.
Yeah, it's crazy how all that was going down. Of course, some suspensions and fines going to be placed on some of those players that was involved.
Yeah.
It was crazy. When it was funny how the pitcher when he hit the. I don't know who the guy that he hit from the Yankees, but
I can't remember what his name is.
Yeah, but I remember like when he hit him, like the man just ran up to him and like the pitcher was like, "Come on!" Like
he was ready
to fight. He was ready to fight from the beginning. Once he threw that pitch, you knew he was going to come at him, and you can't blame him for that. If a guy hit you like that, he throwing like an 80, 90 miles per hour fastball right in your chest, right in the back, around your backside. You can't complain. You can't be cool about it. You gotta show why you're upset. You know what I mean? So,
yeah. So from that game, the MLB has decided that they're going to suspend pitcher Joe Kelly 6 games and designated hitter Tyler Austin 5 games.
Yeah. So he's cool. He's cool. He's cool. Yeah, but you want to get on this?
You can join the show. Yeah. And now we have a special guest, Austin, to talk some sports.
Mr. Peters.
How's it going? I like sports.
Yeah, man. We're talking about...
Share your knowledge with us.
Yeah, we're talking a little bit about baseball.
What you talking about?
Baseball.
Red Sox Yankees brawl.
Yeah, we're talking about the brawl against the Red Sox. What do you think about all that was going down?
Well, what was the Yankees' dude's name?
I forgot.
Joe Kelly.
It was Joe Kelly?
It was Joe Kelly, yeah.
Dude got rocked.
Yeah, it was funny how all that was happening. Like I said, I was telling Tim, like when the pitcher was looking at him, like bring it on, like he was ready to fight. So that was crazy how that was happening. You know what I mean?
Hey, he got so dropped.
Then when he ran up on him, then the pitcher came and like tackled him, like had him in the chokehold.
Yeah, and he got 2 good blows on his head. I was sitting here, we were talking about this on my podcast last night, and my bud, who's a Yankees fan, was like, "Yeah, man, he was
he was on the floor just like getting smacked." So that was crazy. Yeah, and then also another brawl happened: Rockies versus the Padres, the same situation too.
Yeah,
that was happening, but like the pitcher from the Rockies or the Padres? He was backpedaling crazy.
It's the Padres because there was Nolan Arenado at the plate.
Yeah.
And he was backpedaling. They were saying like he should play like defensive back. Because the way he was like, he was backpedaling, like, he didn't want to fight him though.
That's
he
crazy.
didn't want to fight him, so
might as well switch sports at this rate.
Yeah. So that was crazy. And what else happened?
Also the Red Sox are on their best start in franchise history. 9-1.
Very impressive.
Very impressive.
Yeah.
Yep.
Definitely have a lot of young talent over there.
All right, guys, I'm gonna head out.
Yeah, Ron is. So.
I enjoyed talking about that dude getting his butt.
Yep. No,
See you soon, Austin.
Thank you, man. Yeah. Going talking about the Red Sox, they playing really great baseball for this time.
Most definitely, they won 2 out of 3 against the Yankees so far.
Yeah, and I have to say, like, they're playing really great because last year they didn't really have a good season. Last season, right?
Not really. I mean, I think they still won the division, but they didn't really go as far as the past Red Sox teams have gone. Like, win the World Series and all that. But I feel like this team is a lot better than last year's team, at least so far.
Yeah, they're playing really great. And also, the Mets is playing great as well.
Yeah, I was saw online that the Mets are the 6th team in wild card era to win 10 of their first 11 games, and none of the prior 5 teams won a playoff series.
Right. So
see what happens.
The Mets ain't playing this good since they had David Wright.
Exactly.
And I forgot the other guy's name.
A while ago.
Yeah, a long time ago.
But I mean, personally, it's pretty early, and although the Mets have been playing great, I hope to have all my faith in the Nationals as they come back up in the standings with everything. I know they have a few injuries currently.
Struggling as well, of course. I don't know what's going on with them. I mean, like I said, early in the season, so I mean, they're gonna pick up some runs. They have some players that's injured, so of course Eaton's hurt. Of course,
Ryan Zimmerman still has to get back into the rhythm of things.
Yeah, and but the guys are still, but all the other key players are still doing their thing. As far as Strasburg, of course, Scherzer,
Bryce Harper.
Bryce Harper's doing home runs.
Michael A. Taylor on the defensive end.
Yeah, they're playing great. So and so Dan Murphy's still hurt. So
yeah,
they once they get all those guys back, they'll be good to go.
I mean, it'll take them a while. It'll take them a while, just like the Cavs usually take a while, and other teams as well.
They pick up
other teams as well.
So,
yeah,
that'll be fun.
So, also the Padres lost the Giants 7-0 yesterday, and Padres finished with 1 hit yesterday, and they became the only team in the modern era to have their only hit in a game come from a pitcher who is pinch hitting.
Yeah, it's only pitching and still doing that. That's correct.
So that's
that's
pretty embarrassing on the offensive end.
Yeah, especially if you're on the offensive end of it, and that's going down. That's pretty much embarrassing. I don't think you should show your face. So
it'd be even more embarrassing if it happened 2 nights in a row.
Oh wow! Yeah, I don't think you should play baseball after that.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
Anyways.
So, I guess we're doing that now. Some NHL sports you can take over that too.
Yeah. What is it? So Friday now, and NHL playoffs have started on Wednesday, and we're officially through the first game of every series. Probably I don't think it was that shocking since the Penguins are pretty dominating. They beat the Flyers 7-0.
Yeah.
And Crosby had a hat trick.
That's not surprising at all. Coming from a great like him.
Yeah. So personally, to me, Cavs fan, and
of course,
I would like to see the if the Cavs move on, I'd like to see the Flyers beat the Penguins so that we don't have to face the Penguins. But
I mean, if we win this series, the more likely that's going to happen, and more likely we already know what the result can be.
Yeah, but one can speculate, one can hope.
Hopefully, I'm the guy that can hope, but at the same time, you got to be a realist.
Yeah,
it's as in they're having
pretty slim.
It's been slim. I mean,
pretty slim.
Crosby's been as far as the Crosby versus Ovechkin.
Crosby's got the edge and everything.
Crosby has the edge in every last.
He's got more championships. He's got.
I don't think it's probably he doesn't have more MVPs, of course.
Yeah, and Ovechkin has led the league in goals more times.
More times as well. So.
But yeah.
But he has the better team. Carly has the better team. So.
He always has. Mm-hmm. But some other scores. Tampa Bay Lightning beat the New Jersey Devils 5-2 yesterday. Bruins beat the Maple Leafs 5-1. The Predators beat the Avalanche 5-2. And the Sharks beat the Ducks 3-0. And then I guess wrapping up the scores from Wednesday night, the Jets beat the Wild 3-2. Vegas Golden Knights in their first ever playoff game beat the playoff veteran team, the Los Angeles Kings 1-0. Which was pretty cool. Hope the Knights do well. And then probably the most disappointing score, you and me, Capitals lost 4-3 in overtime. Blue Jackets.
You can't be surprised with that happening with the Caps because they were up 2 scores, right, and then they lose the game. So
they were up basically the entire game.
You lose in overtime to a team that's
not up to your caliber
at all. So.
Capitals love that game. Slipped through their fingertips. They had that game.
Yeah. So
I definitely would have liked to have seen Ovechkin step up in overtime and have the game-winning goal.
Yeah.
But he didn't have that great of a game. Probably one of his worst playoff games I've seen him play. Didn't really hear his name called that much, but beginning of Kuznetsov played great. He had 2 back-to-back power play goals in the first period and stuff, but now they just have to switch their focus to Sunday night. And also, what's his name? Eric Trotz, the coach's name, has yet to decide if Kruger will start and goalkeeper or if Brandon Holtby will start.
Yeah.
What do you think about that?
At this point, the coach. If the coach wants to do that type of lineup, you got to go ahead and do it. You might have to change some things up. Of course, if the team, we talking about the Capitals, right? The Capitals, they have been going through the same thing every year in the playoffs. You might have to mix some things up, trying to.
Yeah, do whatever it takes to win.
So if you feel like maybe making some changes on the lineups, you might have to start doing that. So
yeah, I think it's rather interesting because the Caps and the Blue Jackets have the biggest gap in between games 1 and 2 from Thursday to Sunday.
Yeah.
So I think if he's going to change goalkeepers, he should let them know by Saturday or something, so that Brandon Holtby can prepare and stuff, get his mind right and all that. Hopefully, I think he does change it for at least this game to, maybe some fresh legs and stuff, and win a game or so.
Yeah.
See what happens.
We'll see. And I guess we'll go with NHL now. We'll talk about some NFL news, some breaking news that happened maybe a couple hours ago. Dez Bryant been released from the Cowboys. Surprising, not so much, but because there was. But a little bit surprising.
Some disagreements.
But I'm surprised a little bit because
he's a franchise player.
He's been the best player on the team for that long, and been a franchise player for that long. And when it comes to a guy like him, you won't think that
he's basically been in their number 1 receiver for all these years.
Since he's been with the team, he's been the number 1 receiver. But now he's not this year. He's not going to be this year, and it's surprising this a little bit because they said they was going to talk to him regarding his
the contract extension and stuff.
Yeah. The contract extension, but I think they were just going to have just a regular conversation, but they were just saying that
he probably wanted more money than they could give him.
No, they were trying to see if he could do a pay cut.
Oh, okay.
They wanted to give him a pay cut.
Yeah,
but he wasn't trying to do that, of course, and they pretty much let him go. And
so it'll be interesting to see what the Cowboys do now, because he's been their go-to guy.
The go-to guy. They don't really have who's their second receiver. I think at this point it's probably gonna be Terrence Williams.
Yeah,
they're probably gonna draft a receiver probably in the draft.
Got some other guys on their roster, I guess.
Yeah, they got Cole Beasley. I don't know all the other receivers they have so far. I think they got the guy from North Carolina, Swisher, I think his name is.
Oh, yeah.
He was a good receiver back in college.
Yeah.
But at the end of the day, you can't be surprised what they're doing with Dez Bryant. Like I said, he wanted a pay cut, but they wanted to give him a pay cut. He said no, and you gotta let him go. Because at the end of the day, you gotta try to make your team better in other ways, and by doing that, you got to sign the players that's younger. He's getting up there in age.
Most
the
definitely.
past two,
he's on the latter half of his career.
Yeah, the past 2-3 years, he hasn't been really good. Last year, he wasn't good. The year before that, he had an okay year. And, he hasn't been that great. So, if your game is declining and you still getting paid a lot of like top 5 receiver money, then you're not deserving of it. So.
Yeah, and next step, change your focus to see where he goes.
Yeah, I mean, at this point, I was looking through Twitter, and a lot of the beat writers and the reporters from Dallas saying that he told the Cowboys after the meeting that I'm gonna see you guys 2 years, 2 years twice this year. So
that means that he's gonna go to another team in the same division.
In the NFC East, so possibly, I don't think he's going to the Eagles. They have
the Eagles are stacked anyway.
They stacked already, so I don't think he's going there. The Giants, they still try to pay what's it called, OBJ, of course. They still
because there was rumors about OBJ leaving,
but now he's coming back. He's going to stay. They still got Brandon Marshall. They already got other pieces. I don't think they want to bring another headache like Des Bryant. You already have one
in
Odell. So I see them going to the Redskins.
I mean, there are travel.
Yeah, I mean, I see them going to the Redskins. And I think personally, like I was talking to my brother about it. We was texting back and forth, like who we think he's gonna go to, type of things. And I was saying like, yeah, he should go to the Redskins for like a 1-year deal. I think wherever team he goes to, wherever team he goes to, he's gonna go on a 1-year deal. Yeah, because they're not gonna give a guy a long-term contract and give him a lot of money because clearly the Dallas didn't want to do that. If they did, he would have stayed. So I think personally he's gonna go stay at he wants to play in the NCAA, so he's going to Redskins on a 1-year deal. He wants to play against his team. And if you want to play against your team, why not play against the arch rival and the Redskins? You know?
Yeah, exactly. Get right back at them because they were some big disagreements.
Yeah, and then also, I mean, I think he'll fit it right in. I think, like you said, we got a veteran quarterback in Alex Smith.
And, we are in need of a receiver.
In a sense.
Because we mainly have, Josh Doxson.
And Crowder. We got Nichols and Josh Doxson.
Yeah.
And, Doxson, he's still proving, trying to learn his
developing
game.
Himself.
Developing himself.
I feel like they might need to draft another one, maybe.
But if we can, but we need some veteran receivers.
Yeah.
A guy that's been in the game is kind of seasoned already, and a guy like Paul Richardson, he's a new signee. Last year he had his best year last year, but it was okay. Doxson is still improving. Crowder's good. He's a slot corner. He's a slot receiver. He's not an outside receiver. So we already lost Ryan Grant, so we probably need to add in another guy. And why not bring a veteran receiver in, Des Bryant?
Definitely. I think that Des Bryant could help him out a lot.
I think so too. So I think if he said he wants to go somewhere in the NFC East and play, I think the Redskins is the best opportunity for him to go and do make some noise.
Yeah, we'll see if the Redskins want him there.
Yeah, I heard that they're not. So far, they're not. The Redskins are not on Des Bryant's radar as of right now.
Yeah, but it's still early on.
It's still early on. It's still early on, so we'll see. But I think
we'll definitely see which other teams in, I guess, the other divisions open up in his, watch list and stuff.
Yeah.
What other teams want him?
Yeah, I'm here. Maybe I'm trying to think of some teams that probably will be best fit for him. I think the 49ers will be a good fit.
Yeah.
They don't really have a lot of good receivers as well.
Jimmy G could definitely help it.
Bring some. If he can bring him in,
if you can have a veteran guy like that.
Yeah, they need because he need to go to a team where he has a veteran quarterback. I think. Yeah. Because I think the past 2 years he hasn't been great. They had Dak Prescott, and Prescott's a young quarterback.
He's still
learning the game.
Exactly.
Still doing, even though he has success, he's still learning the game. So
still figuring out his NFL career.
NFL career. And I think when you have a guy like Alex Smith coming in for the Redskins, he's a veteran quarterback. He come in. You bring Jimmy G. He's not a veteran quarterback, but he's
been in the league for a few years.
For a few years, learning from a great quarterback like Tom Brady.
Yeah.
And then his last season having late success with 49ers and getting that big contract. So he's a veteran quarterback, you can say. I see some of the teams like he can probably go to Pittsburgh and play probably alongside of Big Ben and play outside Antonio Brown and Le'Veon Bell.
It might be a nice combination.
Really that's the only couple teams I can think of. Because I think he wants to go to a team where he can win and then also,
win and make money.
Make some good money. So, but if you go to one of these bad teams, and I mean, I can also see him going to the Rams, the LA Rams, possibly, because they just let go. They don't have they let go of Sam Walker's left, and they still need somebody opposite Robert Woods. So, and they got a good team as well when you bring in guys like
Jarvis Landry.
Jarvis Landry. No, not Jarvis Landry. No, Jarvis Landry. He's with the Browns.
You're right.
Yeah,
You're right. The new additions.
Yeah, the new additions to the Rams. They got, of course, Dominic Sue. They still got a lot of great players in the offense, like Todd Gurley and Jared Goff. So, yeah, I think he can be a great addition.
I agree. I think if the Rams could have one more key piece, especially a veteran, they might be set for the Super Bowl.
Set for Super Bowl because I think there was rumblings or like talks about OBJ going to the Rams.
Yeah, there was, but that didn't fall through.
That didn't fall through. So now they got. I mean, they have a free agent receiver and Des Bryant that's in the market, so they can just get him without trying to trade him and everything. So they can do that for sure.
Because they have the cap space for it.
Yeah, so I don't know what's going on. So we'll see how that pans out. You know.
Yeah.
Yeah. No. Right now, I think we're done with the NFL. We can talk a little bit about the.
There's not too many other NFL news because it's still off season.
Off season and the training camp.
That was mainly the big news.
The draft is coming soon. So
the draft is coming soon. Is what, next weekend?
I think it's
week after.
I think it's the week after.
Yeah, week after. But anyways, there's mock drafts and stuff like that.
Yeah, most definitely. And now we can talk about some NBA talk.
Regular season ended Wednesday night. And playoffs are set to begin tomorrow afternoon.
It's tomorrow? No, Saturday.
Yeah, tomorrow isn't Saturday.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, tomorrow.
Feels like Thursday tomorrow. It's crazy. Yeah, it gets crazy. Yeah,
it looks like you're out of it over there.
Yeah, I don't know what happened. But, we can talk about some predictions for the first round. We can start talking about the Eastern Conference since that's kind of like, it's kind of like the weak conference. So, we can start with the Eastern Conference and what's that team I can think of? We can talk about the first seed, the HC.
The Raptors and the Wizards?
The Raptors versus the Wizards. My prediction, me being a Wizards fan, I'm going to go with the Wizards. Just off the strength of me being a fan and me being a believer that they can win against them. I mean, the regular season, they were the record against both of them during the regular season. They played for us on this year, and it was tied 2-2.
Really?
And John Wall didn't play none of the 4 games.
He didn't come back until the last month of the season.
Yeah, he wasn't hurt. He was hurt those games that they played against the Raptors.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, I think that the series will go 6 or 7 games.
I see that too, and I think the Wizards can win. Yeah, so we'll see how that goes. That's crazy. But
anyways,
we got
back to the Raptors and the Wizards. It's time call.
Yeah,
but
that's crazy. But I think the Wizards can beat them. I think they played them a couple years ago in the playoffs, and the Wizards sweep them.
Yeah,
it's a totally
but that was back then.
That was back then. It's a totally different team. The team,
Raptors are a lot better now.
They're a lot better. The Wizards still the same, I guess. They ain't really get better, but they're still the same team. But
it's not even that they're still the same.
Certain players
still the same playoff L's and stuff.
Yeah, certain players got better, so I can say that.
Because in order for the Wizards to win, they need to have everybody playing out their best and everybody healthy at 100%.
Yeah, and I think also as well that what really happened against the Wizards this year, they didn't really have a great year this year. Of course, they had a lot of injuries. I think
they only finished 44 and 39 or something.
43 and 39. I think.
Yeah, it was still.
Yeah, but I mean, this year clearly was a down year for the Wizards. I think a lot of them expected them to win over 50 games and get to the Eastern Conference Finals, and I think they can still do that even this year. I think, like I said, they had a lot of injuries as far as with John Wall being hurt, missed like half the season.
Yeah.
He played well when he was out for like those first 10, 15 games.
Played very well, and then went back to reality.
Went back to reality, of course, that they really need him. And now, he's back, and we'll see how it goes. I think
he's been playing really well since he came back.
Since he came back, he's playing really great basketball. So, and I know he has a chip on his shoulder. So I think a lot of those sports reporters and the sports experts expect it to be like a 5-game series, a sweep maybe that Toronto can win. What? That Toronto can beat us.
And no, it's definitely not going to be a sweep.
I don't think so. I think the Wizards can win this series for sure. So we'll see. And now I think we can go 2-7.
Yeah.
Boston versus Milwaukee. I got Milwaukee winning in like 6 games.
Yeah.
I can see them winning 6 games. Of course, when you don't have Kyrie on the team, of course, your best player is going to be hard for them to play. But they still got some key guys on the team that has a lot of playoff experience and.
Like Horford, yeah.
Jaylen Brown played
when the Morris brothers.
When the Morris brothers been in playoffs, I think. Of course, Jaylen Brown, like I said, he's been in the playoffs last year. It's his second year in the league, but last year he was in the playoffs.
Also have Jason Tatum.
Jason Tatum's a rookie, but
but he still is pretty good.
Pretty good, of course. Aaron Baines, he's a center. He was with the Spurs when they were winning games, and
he was. He
has a ring. He has a ring with the Spurs, so he has a lot of playoff experience. They can win a couple games, but at the same time, you still need talent and
that's what I'm
players.
saying. Kyrie's question mark.
Yeah, Kyrie's been in the finals 3 straight years. So, they're
the big question mark is who's going to guard Greek Freak.
It's going to be hard to contain a guy like him. So, I think what's the team? Bucks can win this series.
Yeah, I think that they're going to win in 6 games. I think it's kind of crazy for the Celtics fans out there and organization because probably the first month or so, they were looking, best team, coach of the year with how great they were doing after Gordon Hayward went down.
Yeah.
And then, once they got mid-season, mid-April, went back to reality, Kyrie Irving got hurt, and probably not going to win a series.
Yeah, who knows? But I think, I don't think it's just going to be one of those years you just got to just say, it's not a good year for us. Next year, they're going to be way better next year. Of course, when you bring in, Gordon Hayward's going to be back.
Gordon Hayward's going to be healthy. Kyrie's going to be healthy.
They're going to have the same team pretty much next year.
Yeah.
So they can start over again and, be better. So.
There's definitely.
Yeah, now we can, the 3 to 6 seed is, who's it? Let me think. It's Philly versus Miami.
Yeah, Philly versus Miami.
I want to say Miami. I think it's gonna be a lot of these guys think the 76ers is so good. I'm not really a believer of them. I think Philly will win though the series, but I don't think it's going to be easy. I don't think it's going to be.
It's not going to be easy. I think it's
going to be a 7-game series.
It's a long series.
I think it'll be a 7-game series, and I think Philly will win the series in 7.
Most definitely. The 76ers are the hottest team in the league right now. They won
they got a lot of confidence.
Straight games. I think most games like the team in the regular season, but at the same time, most of those wins are against non-playoff teams.
They're not playoff. I think they won 16 straight. I think 12 of them. I think 12 or 13 of them has been against non-playoff teams.
Just a few.
Just a few of them. So, and then most of those games that they won, I think they won against good teams. They played at home. So at the end of the day, if you got the home court advantage, of course you're going to have a better chance of winning. I still have Philly winning it because they have the home court advantage. So if they do play in Game 7, I got Philly winning this game. This series. Of course, Joel Embiid is hurt.
Will be interesting to see how he does when he comes back.
He's not going to play Game 1 from what I heard. So, but I think he's still going to play the series. But I don't think he's going to play Game 1.
It'll be like middle of the series.
Probably Game 2 or 3 he's going to play. We'll see. But I think I got Philly winning this one. But I don't think they're going to win the next round for sure.
Yeah, I don't see them going to the conference finals.
Not me either. Like I said, I got them going second round, and that's what it is.
Yeah,
but they're going to be a good team in the future, though.
If they do go to the conference finals, then they're going to lose.
Yeah.
Anyways, now on to the 4-5 matchup in the East. The Cavs as 4 seed, and the Pacers as the 5 seed.
Cleveland.
Yeah, Cleveland.
I got Cleveland at 5. When LeBron is really in the playoffs and he's like
he goes off,
and I think he wants to show these experts out here that's on like ESPN or Fox Sports and all these other these sports outlets that hey, I'm the greatest player in the league of all time in the league right now, and I'm gonna show him. And I think, like I said, I think he got some players on the team that has, of course, playoff experience. Yeah. Indiana's been a surprise team this year. ODU's been playing great basketball. But outside that, I can't really. I don't know. Like they said, he hasn't. One thing they said about LeBron is he hasn't lost a game in the first round. In 7 years. So every first round he's been sweeping teams 7 years straight.
In the past, all those years he's been to the finals.
In the finals, so that right there shows it that. Yeah, but I still. But they will lose. They're going to lose a game But I think it's gonna be.
Yeah.
I think it's gonna be a one game thing. It's probably gonna be a game. Probably the game 3. They probably will win. Indiana they'll win. But after that, it's not gonna be close. They'll win. I don't think convincing. It's probably still gonna be a close game. I still think Cleveland win.
Yeah, I'm honestly interested in seeing how LeBron will do because this is I don't know if it's the first time in his career, but the first time that he's played all 82 games.
Yeah, his first year. Yeah, playing all 82 games.
So
especially a guy like him playing in year 15, it's
at
great.
his age, going at his level.
Yeah, but at the same time, I still think it's like I don't know why a lot of people praise him for that because that's the contract is telling you for you to play 82 games. That's what you're supposed to do.
Exactly.
That's what you're supposed to play 82 games.
Although at the same time, it's tough on your body, and you gotta take a day or two off sometimes.
Yeah, I agree with you there, but at the same time, it's like I don't know why people just praise him. Oh, he played 82 games. Like that's the point of playing basketball. That's part of your contract. I mean, the contract tells you to play 82 games. It's not like it's telling you, hey, you're only supposed to play 70 games out of the 82. You're supposed to play all 82 games unless you're hurt or if something happened to you probably.
Exactly, basically he led the league in minutes and games played and had some of his career, like one of the top of his career best numbers and like points, rebounds, and assists this year. So Ron's still a Ron. Cavs should definitely beat the Pacers in 5, probably 4 or 5 to me.
Mm-hmm.
More likely going to get back to the Eastern Conference Finals.
Right.
Although at the same time, it'll be the first? If a 4 seed wins the whole thing, then it'll be the first time ever. But I think Cavs have a chance.
Yeah,
he just needs his supporting cast to help him out.
Yeah.
Now we're going to move on to the Western Conference.
Yeah, it's gonna be that conference is gonna be a great one. I think it's gonna be great basketball around the whole conference for sure. You know what I mean?
Yeah, it was definitely in the top of the conference is the 1 seed Rockets against the 8 seed Timberwolves.
Yeah, I think that one's gonna be. Of course, I think Houston's gonna win it, but I don't think it's gonna be a easy ride. I think they're gonna win in 6.
Yeah, I would say 6 as well.
I see 6 games going to Houston. Of course, when you got a team like that that won like 60 plus games throughout this year.
Best record
in the league. They have the best. I think they have the best record in franchise history.
Yeah.
I think they're gonna show up, but of course, Minnesota's not gonna go without a fight. Of course, they got a lot of great players, a lot of young players, and of course in Towns.
Wiggins.
Jimmy Butler, he has playoff experience, so he's great. They got a lot of playoff experience coming from guys like Derrick Rose, Jamal Crawford.
Yeah.
So
they have a nice mix of young talent and veteran talent.
And veteran talent, they got a mixture of both of them. So
they
were a great team before. They were like the top teams in the West before Jimmy Butler got hurt. And now once Jimmy Butler came back, they had to like roll back into
get him back into the rhythm of things. Yeah.
So he's good. I mean,
Minnesota's been playing well as
of late.
So far, they beat the Nuggets in that like innocent playing game, that winner go home.
That was a good game too.
Went to overtime.
Yeah, that was great basketball. That was one of those playoff atmospheres type of games, and it looked like it was a Game 7 game.
In addition to that, also on Wednesday night, the Trailblazers beat the Jazz for the 3 seed.
The 3 seed, yeah. So we can talk about that later on, but yeah, what's his name? I got Houston winning at 6, so you can do that. And now,
I guess now to the 2 seed, the Warriors facing the 7 seed Spurs.
Warriors winning in 5.
Warriors winning in 5 as well.
When you don't got Kyrie on the team, you got Kawhi on your team. I don't think it's gonna be close. They're not gonna win. Of course, they still got great. Of course, they got great players in Ginobili. You got
Marcus Aldridge.
They got a great team, but at the same time,
you have a great team. But I think it's the first year in quite some time that Spurs have not gotten to 50 wins.
Yeah, it's not. It's been like 20 plus years, 15
exactly,
years, so a long time.
Warriors should definitely win. I'm saying 4 or 5. Still without Steph Curry.
Yeah.
Still without Steph Curry, I think Kevin Durant will go off.
He's correct. Yeah, he's gonna go off. Draymond's gonna go off.
Klay Thompson.
Klay Thompson's gonna go crazy. So
see what Quinn Cook can do in his first playoffs, right?
Yeah, I think he's gonna be great. I mean, he's not Steph Curry, of course, but he can put up points. He can see a shooter. He can shoot the ball.
Do a little bit of everything.
He does a little bit of everything. So I'm happy for him. I think he's going to play great. Let's just wrap this up quick.
Then you got the Blazers and the Pelicans, 3 and 6.
I want to say Pelicans, but I think I got Portland winning this one. I think Portland, they got a great team.
Especially their guards.
The guards, they got great guards, guard play. But they got, they're a solid team as well, of course, with in New Orleans.
Anthony
Davis is great. Drew Holiday, he's been playing great defensively. He's been great on the defensive end.
Just imagine what they could have been with Blake Griffin.
Great, yeah. And, of course, with, you talking about, with DeMarcus Cousins?
Yeah, DeMarcus.
Yeah.
That's what I meant.
Yeah, and Rondo's been playing great. He's like top 5. He's been top 5 in
still at his age too.
Yeah, his age. So those are stories. I think.
Then the Jazz and the Thunder. That should be a great series.
Yeah.
I think the Thunder are going to pull through on that one.
Yeah, I think so too as well. So
George and stuff.
Yeah.
So that's our picks. We'll let you know how the beginning of the playoffs go, and kind of got to get out of here. There's some other stuff going on, but
yeah, man. We'll be back next week with Inside the Huddle. Please listen again as we bring to you ODU sports and professional sports. So until then, go Monarchs.
Go Monarchs.